John Sculley, who had been the CEO of Apple in 1983, had last year started a company called as Obi WorldPhone, which came up with two different smartphones. This is one of those, that's the SF1, and that has been launched in India today. This is the unboxing of this phone, and this phone comes with some very basic features but comes in two different variants, while the one which you are seeing here is a 2GB RAM and 16GB internal storage one, while the other one is 32GB plus 3GB RAM model. The device comes with a 5 inches Full HD in-cell IPS floating display with Corning Gorilla Glass 4 protection. Now that's a very good protection, and apart from that it comes with a 13 megapixel Sony Exmor IMX214 sensor which has an aperture of f2.2, 5 megapixel front camera with LED flash. Now that's some basic stuff which you can obviously expect in smartphones at mid-level pricing, but the most important aspect in this phone is its design. Talking about the packaging itself, if you take a quick look of the packaging of the Obi WorldPhone SF1, has a very unique packaging and which looks inspired from the iPod Touch, or you can also call it the GoPro, or a few other devices which have these kind of designs. Now I totally like the design of the packaging itself, and once you open up the same, you would find that the package comes with the phone and it comes with a travel adapter and a USB cable, but that's missing in this packaging because this is a pre-release and not a retail unit, but that's what you would get within this packaging. Now talking about the phone, it has a very unique design, but that said, one of the biggest flaw of this design is that it has a very larger form factor when compared to the other phones. On the back you have the 30 megapixel rear camera with the LED flash and the Obi branding, which also mentions it's designed in California, and you can notice that the design is completely unique when you take a look from the sides or the back. And on the left you have the volume rockers and the on off switch, while on the bottom you have the dual grilled speaker grills, while on the top you have the 3.5 headset jack, and on the right you have the SIM card slot. Now let's take a look into the phone itself. Once we boot into the phone, you will see that there is a very interesting unique interface, where you first thing you would see is that there's no phone dialer, which is missing on the home screen itself. Again, that's available as an application under the app drawer, but that's what you see which is missing. It comes with the antivirus pre-installed, Dolby Audio speaker support, and it comes with Obi Care. And let's go to the settings and show you the device software version. So this device is running on Android Lollipop 5.0.2. Talking about the storage, the device comes with an available storage of 10.4 GB. Again, that's depending on which variant you are actually buying. Here you can find a few other options in the notifications area, and you have the Google based default applications under the folder on the home screen itself. Now you'll have to realign a few of these shortcuts to make sure you can have the messages and the phone dialer on your home screen itself. Now let's take a quick look on the camera application. Talking about the camera application, it comes with some interesting modes which ranges from snow, beach, night, sunset, candlelight, IQ camera, portrait, landscape and sports. And under the settings you can find that most of these photos would be captured in 4:3 aspect ratio if you want in 13 megapixel, and if you go for 16:9 aspect ratio, the best you can get is in 10 megapixel resolution. Now that's from the 13 megapixel camera. And apart from that, when you talk about continuous shot, that's a burst mode, it's also available under the camera settings. It also comes with an option to select the ISO, exposure, white balance, and also enable or disable the HDR, anti-banding, contrast, saturation, and few other options. So it's more like you get an option of manual mode on your phone itself, which you can control depending on the options you need. Unfortunately, the phone doesn't support 4K video recording, but it comes up to the max of 1080p video recording, and you can also control the white balance while recording videos. So these are a few of the different options which you get on under the camera options. Here are a few camera samples which can give you an idea on how good the photos are, though I'm not that impressed in terms of the captures from this smartphone's camera. Overall, when you take a quick look of this phone, when you compare it next to the Nexus 5X, which was recently launched in India with a 5.2 inches display, or when you keep it next to the iPhone 6, you can see that the Obi WorldPhone, that's SF1, has a very large form factor. I mean, considering that it has a 5 inches display, you can clearly notice that the LG Nexus 5X is a better smartphone in terms of holding, and where you get a larger screen real estate. That said, this was the unboxing and the first look on the Obi SF1 Android smartphone. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and stay subscribed to PhoneRadar for more videos like these. This is Amit signing off, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you.